What's pop-a-locking all you beautiful people? My hair is wild today. Look at that. Love it. It is your boy, the Vuslap. It is Football Manager Pentagon Challenge. As we move our way through the Saudi Pro League, we're still in continental contention, albeit a little bit shaky at this point. We did know that this was coming at some point. And you know what? I've expected it. But we're still weathering the storm. I'll let you guys join in on the fun. Hit subscribe. Get notified. Tell your parents, grandparents, lovers, and them haters. Let's switch to the game. As we're starting off the game in the financials, because as you can see, we are losing a lot of money. We are hemorrhaging a lot of money at the moment. And you know what? I expected something like this because we did spend a lot of money, especially on the transfers that we did think 3.3 million is a lot of money for us that we spent in total. Only recuperated about 275,000 of that. So, I mean, 3 million on the club to rebuild. I mean, it is obviously a lot. And considering a lot of it has come through Ahmed Al-Assaf, I feel like we've spent it wisely because Ahmed Al-Assaf has been playing extremely well. 5 goals, 3 assists in the league this season so far. One of them coming through as a striker. 5 of them, 1 assist coming through as a striker. 5 goals coming through as an attacking midfielder. He has really stepped up in the absence of Jonathan. But you can see in the last 3 games, he has been relatively poor. It's why he was dropped from the squad in the last game. We'll get to all of that. Let's talk about the league quickly because as you can see, we're sitting in 5th at the moment, albeit a game in hand over Al Ittihad. We win here. We go 1 point behind Al Shabab and Al Feta, although Al Feta could win their game because we take on Al Shabab in the next game. It's an important game for us. Also, we're going to keep a close eye on Al Qadash because that's our second game. And if they win and we lose, we could drop all the way down to 7th place in this. Well, we'll drop to 6th place because we'll be above Al Nasser on goal difference. All in all, I am pretty happy with how we have played so far. We are doing all right. I don't think we're doing great. In terms of goals, Sek is really stepping up for us this season with 7 goals, catching in on Turam a little bit more. But with that being said, we do have Ali Saad back in the squad. It's his first game back since the injury. Jonathan's second game back since the injury. And you can see in the last game, although he didn't assist, he did have a vital role in a 7.1 average for Jonathan. We did beat Damak 2-1 in our last game. Before that, we beat Al Betan 3-0. We then drew with Al Fire 1-1. And then the start of the resurgence was against Al Reed. And I say the start of resurgence because, of course, last episode we lost to Al Hilal 3-1. We then backed it up with a 3-0 loss over Riyadh and then a 6-3 over Al Ittihad. This one was a hectic one. It was 3-1 at halftime. Sorry, 4-1 at halftime, rather. We managed to scrape back to 4-2 by the 71st minute. And then, they just turned on the afterburners and put another 2 past us. In the King's Cup, a little bit disappointed as well. We lost this game after a very boring goalless first 90 minutes. I thought we had won it in the 95th minute when Papo scored a goal, but then Siassi decided to give away a penalty, subsequently getting him dropped from the squad completely, although he did play for the Al Fire game because our player replacing him was, couldn't play against his parent club. But yeah, we knocked out of the King's Cup, which means we're focusing solely on the league. We've got Al Shabab today, 2nd place, and then Al Qadash in 7th place currently, but that could change come the start of the next game. In terms of team lineup, this is how we're lining up. I have made a slight change in playing the deep lying playmaker Pepe on the right and Hunt as a centre mid on the left, just switching those 2 roles around. But this has sort of been our best starting 11. Hunt has slacked off a little bit in recent games. You can see he had 2 good games back, and then he's just a little bit inconsistent in his lining up. But with that being said, Shami, who was the natural replacement for him, has picked up an injury, and he is fully fit to play for this game. So we'll bring him on the bench. He will come in place of Ahmed, who's been absolutely shockingly bad, to be completely honest. Ahmed, 3 goals and 2 assists in 11 games. Not great. Better than Abo in 10 games, only 1 goal. And Matik in his 11 games, 3 goals. So maybe Matik will get ahead of Ahmed. Asif, definitely on the bench, though. He's been absolutely fantastic for us. But I want to give Jonathan a little bit more game time. He is our captain after all, so he needs to start. So Almuri in goals. Also has been a little bit slacking in that little slump that we had. You can see 24 goals conceded in 15 games. He's already surpassed last season where he conceded 25 in 30. Ideally, second division to Saudi Pro is a huge step up for him. So we are just keeping a close eye on him in terms of his ability. He's raising up to where he should be, and he's developed very, very well to the point where he's now classified as a first-team goalkeeper. Also, with that being said, Hawasi could be out the door. There's a lot of interest in him from a couple of teams in the Pro League and a couple of teams in Qatar that are quite interested in him. So we might land up selling him off and looking for another backup keeper. We do still have Ahmed Al-Keems in goal there. He's developing slowly but surely, getting to be the second choice goalkeeper at this point in terms. So there we go. Almuri in goals, Al Nazin, Luis Alberto, Al Koreni, who's come in and had a fantastic little run with Al Saad. 690s all across. I'm happy with that. Al Najim on the left. He's been absolutely superb. 5 assists and 7 assists from Al Nazam on the wings. We're clocking up all the assists there. Papo and Hunt been absolutely fantastic. Sek in the Saudi Pro League. Not as prolific as he was last season, but still very, very good return. 11 goal contributions from him in 16 games is a fantastic little result. Jonathan comes back into the squad, the 19-year-old captain of the squad, with Al Saad coming back in as well to continue on from where he left off after the 5 goal contributions after 7 games. And then Nuaf Al-Bashiri, who has a face now, by the way. He has hit some nice little form in the last few games. 4 goals, 2 assists from him in 7 games. He's hitting his stride in the right time to the point where I might even consider signing him permanently and letting the likes of Abo Abed, who was wanted, to move off. Hopefully, he's unhappy with how I treated Libby. He was upset that he wasn't getting game time. He then literally threw up a fuss, gave him game time. He was then happy, and now he's unhappy again because he's not getting game time again. That being said, let's go to the game, taking on Al-Shabaab. So about 23 minutes into the game, no highlights yet. Al-Qadash is winning 2-0 in their game, which means we currently drop down to 6th. We're getting our first highlight 30 minutes in. It is noted that, we're not expected to be winning these games. I mean, this is a team that's been on an exceptional form, sitting in 2nd place in the Pro League. Marcus Llorente with a fantastic little goal. They got players like Marcus Llorente to help them get to where they need to be. Playing a flat back 4-4-2. It seems like the top teams are all playing that flat back 4-4-2. Which is quite interesting. We've actually had very good luck against it. We beat Al Nasser, who did it. We beat Damak, who did it. We've beaten, I think the other team was Al Ittihad. We beat them? Yeah, we did beat them in preseason. I think we even beat them in the league. So we have been pretty good against the 4-4-2. With that being said, we are 1-0 down now, which isn't ideal. Half-time, it is 1-0. Not a bad performance. We've been the better team, I think, I suppose it's been even Stevens. But we've had the better XG. I guess that's the saving grace. It's going to tell the players to do better. You've been terrible, do better. Propose lacking self-belief. That's great. All right, the second half, much like the first half, has been absolutely horribly poor. No highlights. We've only had 1 highlight in this entire game. We're going to make some swaps. Ali Saad's not playing great. He is just coming back from injury. Asaf can come on there. We'll switch him and Bashiri around. Elsewhere, Sek not playing great. Shami can step up there. And then Papo also not playing great. Alma can come in there. He's been playing quite well as a deep-lying playmaker, funny enough, in his run so far. Koroni on the yellow as well makes me a bit nervous. Yassi come in there. And Al Nazan needs to improve a little bit as well. I do have Julian Dan. There we go. I probably butchered that horribly wrong. To come in there. Maybe Jonathan should have been the one to take off instead of Sek. I want to give Jono a full run. Let's see those swaps for now. All right, we've seen 75 minutes. Still no action happening. Jonathan has picked up a minor knock. Not happy with that at all. I'm going to bring on Ahmed. I'm going to move Ahmed up front and put Al Asaf in the spot where he's really performed a lot. We don't have any more swaps. I am going to go a little bit more attacking mentality just to try and generate something, because Al Batan and Al Feta are 3-3 at the moment. And, I mean, it is an opportunity if we can pick up a point here to stay in touching distance with the top three. So there we go. Al Nazan, Alma. Back to Al Nazan. Al Asaf looking for options. Finds Shami through on goal. Omar Shami. There we go. 75 minutes in. We've scored a goal. Get in. Has the subs even happened yet? I don't think the subs have happened. I'm going to keep the subs. Whatever happens. Because I see Jono's on the field at the top there. But that's a goal. That is an absolute fantastic little finish from Shami. Found his way through. Proving he's worth a little bit. We're going to keep the tactical change. We're going to keep going on the attacking. Yeah, I know the attacking mentality didn't actually change there, but hopefully it inspires us to maybe we can steal one here. A little bit of a smash and grab, hopefully, as we close in towards 90 minutes. There is going to be I don't think too much, 5 minutes of stoppages. There's quite a bit of stoppages. Nothing else has happened. We've literally had 3 highlights now in the entire game. 2 of them have been goals. Baraha wins it back. Skinar came on as a sub. I mean, that's the quality they have. Shami couldn't turn. Faras moves it across. Trying to do something here. Pulls it back. Takes the shot. Jose Maria. He's 11th of the season. And they've smashed and grabbed from us. I was feeling so confident in this game when we scored that goal. And I saw that we were on the front foot. It hurts a little. It really does hurt a little. Jose Maria with a good finish. CRC maybe should have done a little bit better there. I feel a bit hard done by that one. It does mean we drop down to 6th. We take on 5th in the next game. I can't be too mad with the team there. That we actually played well. I mean, we're not that far off behind. A victory over Al-Qadash will put us straight back into the mix. I feel like that was an opportunity thrown away. Right, I'm going to rest up the players. It's 6th versus 5th coming up. Jonathan is out for 2 days. He'll be fine for that game. Let's rest the players up, and we'll see you in a bit. Al Fatah, by the way, 4-3. They managed to win it. Goncalves, 3 goals. Well done. Right, we're back for the Al-Qadash match. 2 for subs. 1 on the starting 11, 1 on the substitute. Luis Alberto suspended for this one. He's probably been our best defender in the game so far. Siasi will come in there. Time for him to step up and try and get his spot back in the squad, I think. And then elsewhere, another 4-sub. Al-Saf has not recovered from his injury. So that means Otaibi comes in there. There's a lot of wanted signs along our team, which I don't really like. Shami is wanted by Hajar. Alma is wanted by Ohud. Al-Shami, Hajar, and Hazim want him. Al-Saad is wanted by Gimpo in Japan. Al-Nazan is wanted by Al-Nada. It worries me a little bit that it's not Saudi pro teams that are after these players. It's teams in the lower division, which maybe means these players are not good enough to play in the Saudi Pro League. I don't know. We're going to take on Al-Qadash. It is another home game for us. Hopefully, we can work away with a victory in this one. Long throw action from Al-Najim. Literally just threw it to Al-Dasari. I mean, we've seen this before, haven't we? Except this time, Al-Najim manages to get back and not cost a blunder like his former teammate. Well, it wasn't his former, his currently teammate, but Hunt. Jonathan loses out to Rowan Cruz. Al-Shamari brings into Vichalt. Romsas. Wang Xing. Al-Dasari again. It's a long highlight, which I don't like. I don't like it when FM does long highlights. Al-Dasari skips his way through, and Al-Murray needs to get back on a decent run of form, I think, Al-Murray. He started off bright, had a bit of a dip, hasn't really recovered from that dip. And there they come again. Al-Dasari this time has a lot more space to maneuver with, has players in the box, will try and look for the cross, goes back instead. Al-Najim read the return pass, tried to bring Al-Saad, just watched Luzal as he comes in there, and they did the same thing, I guess, but I don't like it when they do back passes like that, but Popo wins it back for Jonathan. Jono running through the defense, beautifully done. Al-Najim, beautiful ball to Sek! It's the inside of the bar. Oh, that was agonizingly close from Sek. That was agonizingly close. Siassi to Al Nazan. Back to Siassi. Hunt. We've switched Hunt and Popo back to the way they were. Deep lying playmaker and centre mid, respectively. Najim, low cross. Ali Saad is back on the score sheet. That's what we do from our Liberian. That is Al Najam football. Quick change of play. Jonathan to Al Najam, our wingback, ran it right down to the byline. And a low drilling cross. And Ali Saad, how many times have we seen him score goals like that? Fantastic start to the half, to the game as well. Siassi will play Popo from the free kick. I mean, our goal this season was mid-table. We're currently in 4th or 5th. A couple of points behind. Sek goes inside. Never mind that. Oh, I was going to say, never mind that. We got a corner from that one. But, I mean, we are exceeding expectations right now. In fact, the board was saying relegation battle. We're nowhere near relegation battle. In fact, I was going to say a Hunt is putting us right into a promotion, into a continental battle. Well, I suppose we are in a continental battle at this point between us and 6 other teams. I think we can't even count out Al Nassr as well. So maybe 7 teams in that continental battle. Although I feel Al Itikaf have probably secured the title already. I don't see anyone catching them unless they have a monumental bottling, which I don't see happening. We seem to be doing that a little bit more often. I think Rosmas is offside. I mean, he has to be offside, right? I didn't see the linesman. I mean, that was like, it looked like, I was going to say, it looked like kilometers offline, because offside. He was good defending from Siassi, though, stepping up nicely at the right time and allowed Romsas to get through, but was never going to count. On the jam, we've got 3 players open with the long throw. Look at that. Little in, Poe, back, knock it back in. Nope, never mind. Al Korani, Al Nazam, through to Sek. Again hits the crossbar. Second time Sek has hit the crossbar. Now they've got the counter-attack with Rowan Cruz. No one's up with them. Oh, Sek must be the most unluckiest player in this game at the moment. 2 woodwork opportunities from Sek. He's getting the opportunities. Just needs to do the finishing a little bit better. We're in the lead, though, and we're going to tell the players to keep on doing what they're doing. We're doing well. We're doing well. Their goalkeeper launches it forward, finding one of their guys who heads it back to Wang Xin. Al Dasari caused a bit of problems in the first half. Not on that occasion. Al Korani. I mean, I don't like back passes like that, especially when they look like they're a little bit pup. Sek loses out to Vichalt. Too casual on the board. Hinchelwood moves it forward. Playing all the way in Saudi, Hinchelwood. Who would ever have thought that? Vichalt looking for Rand Cruz. Rand Cruz scores. I saw the flagsman. He's raised his flag. That is offside. I saw the flag go up. Don't lie to me, FM. I saw the flag go up. It is going to be disallowed. That's their second disallowed goal. We'll take it. We'll take it. There's a good pass here. You can see, he was just a shade offside. A good holding of the defense line there from Karani and Siassi. They are on the same page at the moment. Al Najam's throwing to Hunt. Brings it back to Al Najam. Beautifully done. Back post Jonathan. Didn't even attempt to make an attempt to jump for that. Siassi's going to recycle this to Karani. He's got Al Najam again. Hunt. Back to Jonathan. Good ball through. Oh, good idea from Jono. Very good idea from Jono to Al Najam. But now it's a counter-attack for Al Kadash. Hinchelwood again. Moves it forward. Romsas had one of the goals disallowed. Marashi moves it forward. Al Dassari for them. We need to hold the line again, guys. Rosas is through this time. It's headed over the top. All right, we're going to make some swaps. Al Bashiri's picked up a slight knock. We're going to take him off. We're going to bring on Ahmed to play there. Try and regain some of his form. Jono is still not 100% fit. Otibi, you know what, Shami or Atabibi. I'm going to give Shami another run. You know, in fact, Alma come off as well. I mean, Alma come on, rather, for Papo. Just freshen up the squad a little bit. Bit more fresher legs. They're looking a bit tired in that midfield, which is what we're going to try and exploit, I guess. Hinchelwood. Weichart, good tackle there from Al Nazan. And then the return ball was just poor from the top. I don't know why we try these over-the-top moves. It's never worked in the past. But a mistake from Wang gives us... Almo, what are you doing? People are not on the same page today. It's just all over the place. And now Vechart has managed to get the header through. Rowan Cruz, poor shot from him. Al-Murray easily makes the save. These wayward passes are just annoying me so much. Because Alma's not the first player to do that. Not in this game. We've done it in so many other games as well. We give away possession like that. Najim, probably the weakest throw I've ever seen in my life from him. Britstein loses out to Hunt. Alma, good ball through to Sek. This time, can he get a cross in? He's trying to find options. Try to find Shami arriving late. Al-Rashid is through. He's got options ahead of him. In the box. Al-Shawawi, good tackle. Solid tackle. Sek running away now with the ball. Shami has got options ahead of him. Ahmed was offside there. Ahmed makes the save. Can you not? Long clearance from Ahmed. The goalkeeper Ahmed, not striker Ahmed. And I'm not even going to try and pronounce that name, but surely he's offside there. Surely that's offside as well. That looked offside to me. Definitely looked offside to me. I mean, it's a little disappointing that counted. I thought it was offside. I mean, even from there, it looks like it was offside. Who was that playing him on? Al-Qarani? Was that... I don't know, like... Looking where he is. Oh, yeah, I suppose. That's a bit annoying. It really is. I'll make some more swaps. Finley Hunt is looking super tired out there. We'll bring on Atalibi to play in there. Elsewhere. On the jam, on a yellow. You're going to switch to him. He can play on the left a little bit. On the Zan can play on the left. That's annoying. So annoying, actually. Felt like this was a match for us to do well in. We were the dominant... I mean, an XG of 2, and we hit the woodwork twice, and we just can't scrape a victory at the moment. It really does hurt. That was a bit hard to swallow. I'm going to just tell the team to do better. Ah, man. It's a little bit annoying. I'm not going to lie. It is a little bit annoying. It does mean we get a massive blow to the title, to the continental chase. We are still only 2 points behind Al Qadesh and Al Ittihad in 6th. The problem is Al Nasser, Riyadh, and Khalija all on the up and up. I mean, we've got a goal difference of 10. We shouldn't be sitting in these areas, but we are. Hence, we are in this area now. We need to do better. I'm going to come back much later in the season. I think we'll come back for the... maybe we'll come Alpha 10, Ettifag, play those 2 games, and then do the last game of the season. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how we go. I'll play it by ear. Well, folks, I hope you enjoyed that video. A little bit of heartache. We just managed to find that little bit of form, and then a little bit of a fight back from us. But that's football. That's how it goes. Hope you guys are enjoying the series so far. Hit like, hit subscribe. Tell your parents, grandparents, lovers, and them haters. We'll be back next time with more Pentagon action. Your boy, the Vaslap, is out of here. Peace. Chicken grease.